Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gridiron Gals podcast. I'm Reeta, the NFL chick.
And hey, everybody, it's Chelsea, aka Chelsea's right.
We are at the week 16 portion of the NFL
Mm,
season, so we are getting closer and closer towards the NFL playoffs. But of course, the NFL always has drama and controversy. So let's start with the first one. We didn't have a chance to talk about this last week because I think it happened or whatever, but we know now that 49ers linebacker Devondre Campbell. So this is the guy that decided during the game that he didn't want to play. Just decided he didn't want to play. And immediately after the game, Kyle Shanahan said something, about him, not wanting to play. There's video of him walking off the field, basically like, I ain't here for that. And so since then, you've seen players on the 49ers talk about it, say he should never play in the league again. He's since been suspended, and his nameplate in his locker has been clean. Now, this is on the heels of Deontay Johnson from the Ravens deciding that he didn't want to go into the game against the Eagles. And remember, I put him in the volcano a couple of weeks
right,
ago as
right.
a result. So what the hell is going on? Is it a San Francisco thing, or are these players, do they have mush for brains? What's happening nowadays?
I have no idea. And I'm like, well, did y'all not want to, you didn't want to play during Christmas or something? You want to get off? I don't understand. I liken it to, at first I was joking around like, oh, they called out sick at work, right? But that's actually what it is. Like calling out sick, work can go on. This is more like there's a big presentation at work and there are three people that are responsible for doing the presentation. One of those people doesn't do the presentation and doesn't hand over their portion of the presentation and leaves the other two high and dry for that day with no reason, no explanation or anything. Like that's what it's like when you are especially if it's a starter, when you are
Right.
tapped to go into a game and you just say, hey, I ain't going up in here. And that's what I said, what could be the reason?
What was
What
the
could
reason?
be the reason? And
Like,
why have your reputation like that? Like the way those players was talking about him, you out here embarrassing your family.
yeah, exactly. It could be a number of things, right? It could be some mental health issues that he had going on. It could be an injury he feels like that they're trying to make him play through. It could be a lot of things, but we're not hearing from him to know what exactly happened. And so we're just left to speculate ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and we're left to listen to the 49ers who have essentially just dragged this man's name through the mud,
Dragged it.
understandably so, right?
And he hasn't said a word. Like you have nothing to
Nothing.
lose by saying something. He could have been like, they know damn well why I wasn't in that game or something
Yep.
like that. But he hasn't said anything. He at home watching Rudolph. Like what's going on here?
Like me and you.
Yeah, like we are here at home watching Rudolph. Like, come on,
I
man.
can't
That's so
imagine.
lame.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
can't
lame.
imagine him, if he wants to continue to play football, feels like it's going to be hard. Like, how do you come back from quitting
Mm-hmm.
your team? It is the total team sport. And you, as a player, play an intricate part in that. How do you just decide, I don't want to play during the game anymore? And I don't know how you can come back from that.
Yeah,
If you
it's
told if you
lame.
told everybody like I had a mental breakdown or whatever, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, whatever. Okay, well, at least we have an explanation. And if you're good enough, someone else is going to pick you up. But you've said nothing. Like you've just let them talk shit about you
And talk shit they did. I
and
mean,
continue to do.
yeah, and what you're probably not probably not going to play again because what team in their right mind would be like, who's a good player? What's the homeboy that decided he didn't want to go in that time? Let's get him. No, we've probably seen the last of him,
Yeah,
and I don't know. Maybe he just like, hey, I'm checking out of here. But
yeah,
I would be defending myself,
me
even
too.
if I had to make something up. I would be like, oh no, they knew why.
Exactly. Have my agent say something. Somebody gonna say
Something.
something on my
Ain't
behalf.
nobody said a word about that man.
quiet, silence. So,
Oh
you know
well.
what? Until then, we just gonna be led to believe that you the bad guy, bro. So
Yep.
sorry for you, but I hope you know how to flip some burgers or something.
Mm.
Don't be mad. UPS is hiring. That's what they said. Just saying. You know, learn how to get your CDLs or something. Drive you a truck. Maybe you have your own business anyway. You just ready to not play football no more because clearly you gave your career suicide. So
Yeah, for
uh,
real.
crazy. Another guy that we potentially will not be seeing for the rest of the season, obviously, is to be continued, but it's Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is apparently being benched by the Atlanta Falcons, and the Michael Penix era is seemingly about to begin. Now, Falcons ain't fooling me because they play the Giants this weekend, so that's like Alabama playing Mercer.
Yeah, they want to see what they're working with. It's an exhibition. It's an
Exhibition game.
exhibition. Yeah, it's an exhibition game. They want to see what they're working with. Like you got a losing season and you bench your starter with 2 games left in the season. Y'all not low. Y'all just want to
Three,
see
well,
what you're looking
three,
like.
three
Or
games left.
three, yeah, 16, 17,
And they're
18, yeah.
still in the playoff hunt. That's another thing too. They're not eliminated from the playoffs. They
Well,
feel
they
like
must not
they
have
still
no
have an
hope.
outside chance. Would you say?
They must know they have no hope.
They feel like that he will put a spark to that's
Oh,
what they
okay.
said. That's what
Cool.
they said.
Cool.
Ah.
I'm no dummy. I'm no dummy.
So you think that they've given up on the season?
Yes. I think they like might as well. Hey, Kirk Cousins threw like 17 interceptions last week, buddy. You got to bench him. You got to bench. I'd be like, you know what? Maybe the bone is not in your arm anymore. You have to stop. It's a nightmare. And you
I
got
saw,
Penix out there.
yeah.
You know.
I saw a stat that said ever since what was that? What was he doing? That dance? What was he doing?
I
Wobble
think.
or I don't
Oh,
remember.
I think
He
it
was
was a
doing.
wobble. It was
I
a
don't
day, but
remember what it
he been
was.
throwing interceptions ever since then.
One touchdown, 9 interceptions. That's
Damn,
nasty business, shorty.
that's dirty work right there.
Where where Kirk Sizzle? Where Kirk Sizzle at? Look like you hopped out your bed, but you turned your swag off, sir. So
Please
my
leave me
thing,
alone.
okay, well, I'm sorry. Here's the thing though. Atlanta Falcons absolutely like we so you know it's a lot of jokes going around the internet about Kirk Cousins, how he's stealing money. I call Kirk Cousins the manipulative Ryan Fitzpatrick because he a more manipulative version of Ryan Fitzpatrick because he do the same thing. You know, he fakes people out, they give him a lot of money, and then he, you
Then
know,
he
does
said,
what he does.
surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Uh-huh.
But how much do you blame the Falcons in giving this guy with a bad Achilles $100 million guaranteed?
Y'all get what you get. You get what you get. You get what you get. I mean,
So you get what you
like,
pay for, basically.
yeah, you get what you pay for. I mean, you've seen, I mean, he is a decent quarterback half of the time.
Yep.
So,
Meanwhile, Minnesota is rolling with Sam freaking Darnold.
baby, listen,
They ain't missed a beat.
rolling. Ain't missed a beat.
Ain't missed a beat with Sam.
Ain't missed a
So
beat.
you had Jordan Jefferson. You had Justin Jefferson.
Justin
I'm sorry.
Jefferson.
You had Jordan Addison.
Mm-hmm.
How is Sam Darnold
Hey, I need
doing more with him
explanations.
than you?
I need explanations. I need explanations. And you know, at the beginning of the season, one of my coworkers was like, "Watch Sam Darnold. This is year." I said, "Hey, I'm tired of hearing about Sam Darnold's year. Every year has been his year. I was not big on him coming out of college. I watched him in college. He loved to throw a goddamn interception. I'm not doing all of this, whatever. If that man don't walk over to my humble cubicle every time, what I tell you. And I said, you win. You told me. You said it. I don't know how you knew it, but you said it. But Sam Darnold is out there working with the same weapons that you had. And what 12 and 2?
I know they only have 2 losses for sure.
They the
That
same as the Lions.
yeah, yep. And what, tied for first place, I guess. My thing is it's hard to mess up having Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison as your, guys, and they have a good tight end as well. So it's hard to mess that up. And while I don't think Kirk Cousins messed it up per se, I definitely don't feel like he's he's done with them what Darnold has done with them.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
And
I don't
so
know,
it
Shawty.
feels different. It looks different. All I know is that if you're a competitor, you're mad. But if you're a person that's just like, well, I'm getting paid $100 million, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep buying me a whole bunch of flannel shirts from Kohl's, like I like to do on the weekends.
Hey, that would be me. Find me in TJ Maxx. Y'all can talk
Exactly.
about it amongst yourselves. You can post my little interceptions to touchdown ratio all you want. I'm gonna be in TJ Maxx on the day that they put out the new stuff. You're not gonna sway me. Is all that money you
Wait
gave
for the
me?
truck to
I
let
didn't
you
write the
know.
check to myself.
Yeah.
Y'all wrote that check. I'm going to Target, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. Then I'm going out to Ruth Chris. I'm going to have myself a good time because you
Yep.
shouldn't have gave him all of that money. You shouldn't have backed up the truck to his house. And now he out here throwing more interceptions and touchdowns. Good for you.
Listen, yeah, if I'm Kirk Cousins, look, I'll just deal with it later. But for now, let me just have some self-care. Let me just enjoy my Christmas with my $100 million
Uh-huh.
that the Atlanta Falcons gave me. I want Kirk Cousins to come up with a master class of how to fleece people.
Ski
Cause he
Mask
because he
University.
always knows how to do it. And I'm trying to figure out
Yeah.
how I can get in with that program.
Mm-hmm.
Teach me, old grasshopper, teach me. I would like to know how to fleece people and pay me a lot of money to be mediocre. Just saying. There's that. Another injury that we are watching, I guess I should say. Patrick Mahomes got hurt in the last game that he played. And now, but here's the thing. If it's a high ankle sprain. I've seen this story before. It's a high ankle sprain.
I'm no dummy.
And then at first they went from day to day to week to week. Then he was a full participant in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck do the Chiefs think they fooling?
They may have fooled us that one time when they did that.
Yup.
When they did that, and then he went on and took him and that one leg went on and won the Super Bowl. But you're not going to get me 2 times. Even when he left the game, I ain't even flinch. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all not Gary fooled me. I'm not
Not
fooled.
being fooled. Not being fooled.
But that man said, you can't trick me.
Can't trick me.
You can't trick me.
Because the thing is,
I'm not listening to y'all.
I agree. The thing is, like, they were playing against the Browns, which, look, the Browns are not going anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's probably easy to just take him out of that game when they were in full control of that game anyway. So you like, okay, let's just take him out and let's just be precautionary. You know what I'm saying? If that game ever got close, it ain't no way you can't tell me that Patrick LaVon Mahomes wasn't going to bring his little ass Kermit sounding ass back out there and be under center with them Kermit ass calls. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he would have
Mm-hmm.
been back out there had it
He would
gotten
have.
close.
He would
Luckily for
have.
him, the Browns stink. So
Mm-hmm. And they, I don't know what I don't even know what they no, they should be. Are they in first place?
yeah, and have the first current
And
one
has
seed.
that been clinched or
No,
they
it has not been
it
clinched
has
because
oh then he's
Buffalo
playing.
only has
Oh yeah,
yeah,
So he's playing. You'll see him next week. Don't worry about it. This is not
right.
the silver lining that we are all hoping. No, it's not. Actually, it made me feel worse. It made me feel like, oh, they definitely gonna win the Super Bowl again
Listen, I'm
because
so
he does
tired.
better on one leg. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so you
But y'all,
got
what they're not going to do is make a story out of an injury that doesn't matter.
valid point, but here we are. They play the Texans on Saturday. Then they play the Steelers on Christmas, and then I gotta assume it's a division rival for the last game because I think most teams are. But they don't have the 1 seed lock because Buffalo only has 3 losses, and they have one.
So they got to play out. Yeah,
they got to play this out. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Now, is it going to be helpful? Is it going to be hurtful? We obviously don't know what that's going to look like, right? But it's definitely something we're going to be watching, particularly because you're going to be playing at minimum, because I don't know who the third team is that they playing, 2 playoff teams.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be playing 2 playoff teams. So
yeah.
We're going to be watching that.
We'll see.
I got to, real quick, how do we feel about Jameis being benched for the rest? I think Jameis is done. I think his time in Cleveland is done for him. They are starting Dorian Thompson-Robinson this weekend. And they benched Jameis in the Chiefs game because he had threw picks and they had had enough. So, are you going to miss his pre and post game?
Wait a minute. Yes, I am going to miss Reverend Jameis. However, what made you bench him this week compared to the other weeks when he threw, like at one point he threw like 2 back-to-back pick sixes. So what made you say, you know what, today is when I had enough?
Against the Chiefs of all teams,
against
right?
the Chiefs of all teams.
With the best record in the NFL. Like, so that was what was the straw that broke the camel's back?
I mean, but I guess with Dorian Thompson-Robinson playing, that this is an exhibition. They want to see what they got, see what he's working with. But also, y'all have also paid that nasty man a whole lot of money.
Yep.
And nobody is good. You can't offload him.
Yep.
So, real cute. Play around and do what you got to do. Probably something to, appease the fans and, kind of probably a little bit like the Falcons. You want to appease the fans a little bit. Y'all ain't really go. Falcons might think they're going somewhere. They're not going nowhere. So, but I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss, what would you think about him doing a podcast? Boy, I need it.
Need the podcast.
Bring it on.
Podcast like I need air.
I need Cam Newton to bring Jameis on his podcast. I need both of them.
That would be it, Fred.
Girl. When I tell you, I would be tuned in. And I have never watched an entire episode of any of Cam's podcasts because I think he's absolutely ridiculous most of the time. However, I would watch every second of that.
Yes, I need that.
I watch every second.
To eulogize the Cleveland Brown career for Jameis Winston.
Who are we going to next?
The good times that made us laugh outweigh the bad. I guess not to the Browns. It didn't. They said
only person I know sick and want to sing.
Always gonna sing a song, Fred.
Sing, sick and want to sing. Got this much space in her lungs, but got a song on her heart.
Okay, a song gonna get sung, okay, because I'm saying that we are not gonna hear. And look, we might still hear his like in the huddle joints because I don't think he's gonna stop that. But like him talking,
that man ain't getting in that huddle.
You say he quit?
He ain't getting in that huddle. I want him to get on the on a podcast. I want him to get on the podcast.
His prayer is I think he asked for the wrong prayer. He asked the Lord to stop throwing pick sixes. He needed to say just interceptions, period. That's the wrong prayer.
Well, let me tell you, they say when you pray, you need to be specific. He said, deliver me from the pick sixes. And he did. He has been delivered. He is not going to be throwing anymore. You better pray. Your prayers must be specific and intentional.
Specific and intentional.
Dear God, allow me to play top-notch elite football without throwing the ball to the other team, causing them to score.
That's it. That's what he should.
You can't say, deliver me from pick sixes. God said, cool, got you. Next man up. Cool, got you. He is. He has been delivered from pick sixes.
Well, you're right. He has been delivered from pick sixes because unless it's an injury, we probably ain't going to see no more Jameis as the Cleveland Brown in 2024. Sorry.
Fare thee well.
Fare thee well. Fare thee well.
You're so stupid.
Fare thee well. All right. Week 16 NFL. Let's start with Thursday night football. Broncos and Chargers. By the way, both of these teams hold the 6th and the 7th seed in
Yeah,
the
we
AFC.
playing for something now.
Yeah.
I'm going for the Broncos because the last 2 times I picked the Chargers and they played in my face. So I am picking the Broncos. I'm not hanging my head on the Chargers. They reminded me of the Falcons. We always pick the Falcons and then they say, surprise, gotcha. No, I'm picking the Broncos.
Yeah, I
Even
am
with the
too.
pick sixes from Bo Nix. Or the picks from
Yeah.
Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'm picking them too. I think Justin Herbert is dealing with an ankle injury, so
Mm-hmm.
that to me doesn't bode well. I'm rolling with Broncos as well. Texans at Chiefs on Saturday.
Girl. In Kansas City, I'm picking the Chiefs.
Yes, in Kansas City. I mean, we got to see if Patrick Mahomes is playing. Now, I am interested to see how this goes because that defense front for the Texans is really good. And if Mahomes can't
Mm-hmm.
move well, that is absolutely something we're going to watch. But I think
Mm-hmm.
that until I don't like the offensive line for the Texans, and that's my
Oh
problem.
no, it's terrible. And
It's
but we
terrible.
have seen him sprint on that one leg. We saw
Yeah.
that. We
Yep.
saw we was there.
But that was a couple years
So
ago. I mean, do he still got that same type of youth in him? We're going to find out. Tune in on
let's see.
Saturday at 1 p.m. All right, another Saturday game. Steelers at Ravens.
Steelers at Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one. Um yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one. I'm not fully trusting y'all's Ravens all the way. Um,
Understandably so.
I think it depends on the opponent. Like it really is like it's like you get the willies or something. Especially when it's a
Definitely that thing.
when it's a in division team. So I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
Ravens have lost the last 8 of 9. I think that they finally get the monkey off their backs when it
Well,
comes
I
to
hope
this
so.
and win this one at home. Um, ruin my moment here.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. The NFL just wants to talk. I don't want to talk to them, but they wanted to talk to us and get on the Gridiron Gals podcast. Anyway, we got Giants at Falcons. Again, Michael Penix debut
The
here
Michael
on
Penix
Sunday.
debut. I'm going with the Falcons. The Giants are putrid.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals and Panthers. I don't know what the Cardinals are an annoying ass team, dog. They like I can't explain it. They're just annoying.
Yeah, I can't explain it. I also can't explain the Panthers.
Yes, I can. They bad.
Yeah, they bad, but they carried the Chiefs down to the wire. They carried Eagles down to the wire, and then let the Cowboys beat them.
That's what bad teams do, and they lost every single
That's
game that you just
well,
mentioned.
that's true. That is true. That is true. That is true. But you know what? I'm gonna do them a solid, and I'm gonna pick them this week. I'm gonna pick the
Okay.
Panthers this week. Let's see if they can get after little Kyler.
I'm
I'm gonna pick them.
I'm gonna go ahead with you, friend. I'm picking the Panthers as
Yeah.
well. They might be due for another win somewhere because, like you said, they have played good teams tough. So, not that the Cardinals are a good team, but maybe they'll finally squeak one out in
Yeah.
that regard. All right, Lions at Bears. Lions got hit with a lot of injuries.
They
After that game.
did. They did. But it's not enough injuries for the Bears to beat them.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Lions.
Bears ain't that good, dog. They've lost since they've lost 8 straight. It appears they started 4-2, and then now they're 4-10. So, yeah, we got Titans at Colts.
I'll go with the Colts. I mean, you know.
I gotta go with the Colts by default. I don't know what the fuck Will Levis be doing. He don't know what the fuck he doing either. So I can't ride with somebody who won't understand what they doing in football, which is crazy. No. All right, Rams at Jets.
I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
Aaron Rodgers is not good at it.
He's bad. He's bad at football. Get off the podcast and go get down to the stadium.
That's the one thing he's good at in terms of like talking about actual football and nothing else. Maybe he should stay on a podcast and just talk football. Because that everything else, you done.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's cooked.
He's cooked. I'm going with the Rams as well. Eagles at Commanders. This is an interesting matchup, friend.
Boy, it is an interesting matchup. I almost feel, let me tell you something. I'm picking the Eagles. But if you motherfuckers come down here and let them Commanders beat you, and I got to live in this city. Well, I'm talking to
Cowboys beat them.
Hey, that's.
Oh, you said if the Commanders beat the Eagles. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear. When the Cowboys came in and beat them, they acted like, oh well, so what? Oh, it's a big so what? But it was a big deal. It definitely was a big deal. But if they were to beat the Eagles, as well as good of a team as the Eagles are, and as well as they are playing, I will be sick to my stomach. So where's Kelly? Kelly is going to be listening to this. Kelly, you better do your rituals. You better do all of your little things to make sure that y'all go down there and don't fucking tush push your way into an L. Because I don't want to hear it. I hate when they are happy. I hate when the Commanders fans are happy. I hate it.
Spoken like a true hater. I love that for you.
Ugh.
Love it. I absolutely love that for you. Browns at Bengals. Oh, I'm picking the Eagles, by the way. So sorry. Browns at Bengals.
Browns at Bengals. New quarterback. Whatever. Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals.
Yeah,
And I mean, they ain't too hot, but they better than the Browns.
Yeah, yeah. Bengals it is. Vikings at Seahawks.
I'm actually going to go with the Seahawks.
Do we know if Geno's okay?
Oh, I didn't know Geno was hurt. Oopsie.
He got hurt in the game on Sunday and left the game, and Sam Howell came in and was throwing picks and shit.
Well, that will make a difference.
Yes.
If Geno is playing, healthy, I'm going with the Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't care if Geno playing healthy or not. I'm going with the Vikings.
It'd be some weird stuff happening with the Seahawks. I'll be like, look at them. And then sometimes I'll be like, damn.
They lose people they shouldn't, and they beat people that they should. It's just a weird dynamic.
What happened, friend? Did you get shorter?
Yeah, who? Me? Oh, because I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, it said, I said, Lord, my friend done turned to calamari over here.
I'm sorry. I let the camera, I moved.
No, it's okay. It's like, oh, we sleepy, y'all. We sleepy. Sorry.
Yes, sorry. All right, Patriots at Bills. Why is this a 4:25 game?
Please get out of my face. Put this game on at 9 a.m.
By the way, all the 4:25 games stink.
So that means go finish your Christmas shopping.
It's my nap time. I love a 4:25 nap, honey. After my 1 o'clocks. Oh, I love a nap. These all stink. We got San Francisco at Miami also. I'm going with Miami.
I'm going to go with Miami too. Yeah, I'm going to go with Miami. San Francisco stinks, dog.
Yeah, dog. I mean, I know they got a lot of injuries, but y'all
they also stink.
That Brock Purdy was the MVP. All I know is the MVP can overcome the likes of the things that I understand that he's lost. Brandon Ayuk. I know that Debo had gotten hurt. I understand Trent Williams is out. I understand
Christian McCaffrey, all of them stuff. Hey, guess what? MVP plays through all of that. That's why they call him MVP.
He ain't been good. Even in the midst of all of that, he has not been good. He stinks. Sorry. Yeah,
sorry.
Dolphins it is. Sunday night, we got Bucks at Cowboys.
Child.
If the Cowboys was away, I'd be picking Dallas all day.
At home, we ain't the home team no more. So I guess you picking the Bucks. I'm not picking. I probably won't be watching. So
yes, you.
I watched that one last week. I was peeking in, peeking out. I felt like every time I peeked in, they did something stupid.
So then you was like, "Let me turn this off."
And go back to Home Alone. Then I started watching. Y'all should see me peeking and looking. And I was like, "What am I even peeking for? We're playing for nothing."
I mean, but it don't matter when you invested into
I
something. You
know, I
know, you
know.
can't help
I'm an
yourself.
idiot. I'm an idiot.
We listen. We all are. Fandom is dumb.
It's dumb.
I say this all the
I
time.
don't
I don't even
recommend it.
understand. At 0 out of 10, do
Do
not
not
recommend.
recommend.
Do not go and find a knitting class or take a boxing
Yeah,
or something. Don't be a fan. It's stupid.
it's
Or
stupid.
just simply bet, but don't bet your whole salary away. Okay,
Yeah, don't
thank
do
you.
that either. Yeah.
Monday Night Football, Saints at Packers.
Girl, bye. I'm picking the Packers. I'm the fucking Saints. I'm so mad at the Saints, though, yo. What y'all didn't have to beat us down to the break pass like that and then lose the rest of the season. Like y'all ain't have to do all that.
Crazy. They went 2-0, then turned around and just been ass.
Man, fuck
Ass
y'all, man.
cheeks.
They could have let us have that.
Ass cheeks. How dare they be ass
Mm-mm.
cheeks? All right, and now the to-be game of
Oh,
the
no.
week.
Weak,
Week,
weak,
week, week.
weak.
Another 425 game. Jaguars at Raiders. Shorty.
I don't recommend you watch this at all. I'm going to go with the Jaguars just because the Raiders are quite possibly tied for the worst team in the league with the
Well, they
Giants.
are the number currently holding the number one pick, I believe. And
So they
I
are the worst team in the league.
yes.
But I don't recommend watching this game. Somebody has to win because we know that. I don't recommend
No,
watching.
it doesn't. We get into the tie. Somebody don't have to
Well,
win.
a tie would be even worse. A
Oh, it
tie would be
absolutely
even
would,
worse.
because it would mean that they went into overtime. And don't nobody want to see that shit. Now, watch this be actually somewhat entertaining because we talking
I'm
so
not going to
shit.
be entertained by that. I am only entertained by games that have some sort of significant implications.
I agree.
That game does not have an implication. I suggest that you watch one of my favorite Christmas movies, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. One of my favorite Christmas movie. Put that on. Don't watch this game.
Don't watch
Don't
this
watch this game.
game. Yeah, hey, because I absolutely was watching documentaries on Monday night, and it was two games being played. Damn, that they both was terrible.
Terrible.
You won't,
Terrible.
you ain't gonna have me out here watching bad football.
Them games
Never,
was terrible. No, I'm not
never,
doing them. Mm-mm.
never will I. All right,
Mm-mm.
it is college football time, and college football
Yeah.
playoffs is about to be underway. But before we get into that, we want to congratulate Mike Vick for taking the Norfolk State head coaching football job. Now, there were talks that he was potentially going to Sacramento State first. And then at the last second, it came in that he took the job at Norfolk State. Sacramento State is trying to get into the FBS currently. And they're trying to, I guess, raise $50 million so then they can get into the NIL. So this is obviously different than Norfolk State, which is an HBCU and plays
Mm-hmm.
in a different division in terms of that. So, many people are like, well, why would he, pick the HBCU over a team that's trying to get into a major conference and whatever? But I think it's a huge, huge thing for, choosing the HBCU over the FBS team.
Yeah. And he's at home.
Yes. Yep.
Like when we get older, people go all over the world, but people love coming home. And no, the Tidewater, Virginia Beach area is home. All of his family, most of his friends, everybody, that is home. Norfolk State is an exceptional university. And I think that you are going to see kids want to come play for Michael Vick. He is the NIL.
Facts.
He is
Facts.
the NIL. You don't
Facts.
have to do nothing. He is the NIL.
Yep.
They're going to want to say, Coach Vick. They are going to want to play for them.
Yep.
Play for him.
Yep.
And they may be, and this is, Lord Jesus, I can't even believe I'm saying this. They may have never seen, but they may not have been alive when he played. Jesus, have mercy, Lord. Lord have mercy. But their daddies was, and their uncles was, and their big cousins was, and everybody knows who Mike Vick is, and they want to play for Mike Vick. And I fully support it. I hope he has the same positive and fruitful career as Eddie George. He's done it all, right? He's done all kinds of things. His redemption tour has been remarkable. And I think he deserves another chance, and he deserves a coach. He can talk. He can talk ball. He got good sense. He stayed out of trouble, so can't nobody just come out the woodwork like, oh, somebody, and all of that kind of stuff. But he is a homeboy. He is a homeboy.
Yep.
I'm interested to see who he's going to have on his coaching staff.
Would be interesting.
I'm interested to see if he's going to bring some more big names in there.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, shout out to that. And I mean, Norfolk State, a lot of friends that went to Norfolk State, a lot of people in Richmond went to Norfolk State. Behold the green and gold. Russell Wilson's grandfather was the president of Norfolk State at one time. So like, this is big news. And I'm just interested to see, like, even if he could get somebody like Mike Tomlin, who's from down there too, like get him to not coach, of course, but to show up, you know, come down there like, hey man, sure. you know, get some folks. I mean, and a lot of people, Michael Vick is a very likable person.
For sure.
And so I think I'm interested to see what that coaching staff is going to look like. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited for that area. That's a rough area. If y'all know anything about Tidewater area, hey man, that shit is rough down there. And I'm so happy that the students and the people that live in that, you know, Tidewater, Portsmouth area get to have something positive happen down there with them.
For sure.
And they've produced a lot of great people. Yeah. Michael Vick, Allen Iverson, Mike Tomlin, you know, so hey, it's their time. I'm happy about it.
Good for them. And good for Mike Vick, good for Norfolk State. I know homecoming about to be lit, shorty.
I'm trying to hey, you trying to go?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Hey, let's broadcast live from Norfolk State's homecoming.
Ain't said nothing but a word.
Let's go ahead and do it.
We can go down the road. We can go down the road, honey. Yeah. And look, people ain't got to say Norfolk State is like a HBCU, because it is a HBCU.
Absolutely, 110%. So I am definitely down for that.
Now, I want to see if some of them ESPN talking heads gonna go down there.
How about it? Let's see.
Go down there and stand on the sideline.
Because have they gone to Eddie George's place, and he won a championship, I believe.
Oh, they have not.
Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to know. All right, bowl season has arrived. My favorite time of year. Gives me something to watch. I'm sad because that means college football is essentially almost over. But at the same time, it typically goes out with a bang. So, as we know, there is the 12-man playoff, which will begin this Friday. So, first up to bat, the Indianas are at it. So, you got Indiana versus Notre Dame. Who you got, Chels?
Damn. I don't know. Notre Dame finds a way. You know what? We ain't doing our rituals. We ain't working our route like the ancestors have trained us to do. You always go 2 centimeters too far. Y'all, my friend's sick and she's delirious, okay? Oh my God. I'm going to turn her camera off. But no, we ain't doing it. Like, what is going on? I'm going with Notre Dame. I think that the lights is too bright for Indiana, but Indiana, you can prove me wrong. It's okay.
Please do. We would love
you can prove me wrong.
We are the Notre Dame haters around here. So, damn. And I like Marcus Freeman. Got extended. Congratulations to him.
Wonderful.
Want him to do well. Hate the team that he coaches for. So there's that. But I got Notre Dame obviously winning that game. Saturday we got SMU versus Penn State University.
I'm gonna go with SMU. Beat their ass, man. Yeah. I'm going out on hey, don't bet with me, y'all. Don't bet with me. I'm going out on a limb. Come on, SMU. Prove these people. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
She going out on a limb, y'all.
I can't even talk. I'll be like, does it sound like a lyric? No, I want them to prove. I want them to show these people, yes, the fuck we supposed to be in this. Put me in the bracket. Put them in the bracket. I'm going with SMU. they're gonna make a fool out of me. But I'm going with them.
They might not. I think that this game might be closer than what you think it will be. I mean, we saw them roll with
They
Clemson.
scrap back, yeah.
I'm going with Penn State, unfortunately, but I would love for SMU to make this a game and make us make me wrong here. I love me a good upset. So
yeah,
while I think Penn State is going to pull this one off, you know, I don't think that SMU is just going to just punk out. I guess is my point. So that's going to be fun. All right, the other two games are, I think, bigger profile games. You got Clemson versus Texas. Dabo Luther King.
Yeah, I mean, Texas is going to win this game, but you know, the two teams that I would like to see, I would like to just to end in a tie, and I know that's not possible for a playoff game. I would like for you both to lose, but Texas is going to win this game. And my thing for Texas, if you're going to win the game, beat Dabo down to the brake pads, beat him down to his little Christian socks. Don't fool around with him. Beat him down.
The problem with that is that I don't foresee that happening. Like, I think Texas might squeak this out, but I don't trust Quinn Ewers at all.
It's time for us to see that Manning boy.
Well, I think Ewers is getting the play because he's going to the NFL. But if I'm Sark, I'm putting
now
Arch in more. I'm not flat out starting Arch, but he's getting more reps.
Yes, he is. Yeah, I'm not
playing around. My favorite thing about this whole thing, though, is that Sark and his wife has split. And then when the SEC championship came, they was in the pictures back together. So, that SEC championship hit. She said, SEC championship, who this? And went up and inserted herself right back into the picture.
That lady said it's only going to be one person on this sideline dressed in a Coach outfit head to toe.
Was it Coach or Gucci? Because she loved Gucci. Gucci down to the side.
I'll tell you, whatever it is, it's going to be a monogram print.
Yup, facts, 1,000%. 1,000%, because she loves it. She going to wear that burnt orange Gucci attire.
Shut up.
To that game. And go ahead, that man. And that burnt orange Gucci, suit with a white and orange tie.
He love that lady. He love that tacky ass lady. I know y'all love seeing her, but that lady is tacky as hell to me. But I'm entertained by it, but she tacky as hell.
There's certain things that she'll wear that I like when it's not monogram. The problem is that, like you said, she wears monogram.
She loves the monogram. You know who she dresses like? Ooh. She dresses like old AKA or Delta at homecoming. You know, when they wear the sequence head to toe, or they coordinated head to toe. That's what she dressed like.
She says she want y'all to know that she got money, okay?
And him. And you ain't gonna be out here. You ain't gonna be out here walking around on here with your little shorts on, because it's only one in a monogrammed sweatsuit or whatever the fuck she be having on. I'd be like, what the fuck is that shit? With some cowboy boots.
Right. So we both got Texas and Lori Sarkeesian. Another week, we gonna see her on the sideline with her monogram outfit on. Mm-hmm. Tennessee versus Ohio State.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a close one. I'm picking Ohio State, but this is going to be a good game.
I think so too. I'm actually going the other way. I'm gonna pick the Vols and fuck Tennessee. I want to be clear here. I don't fuck with y'all. Mm-hmm. However, both teams have good defenses or whatever. But I am going with Tennessee in this regard. I trust the quarterback for Tennessee more than I trust the quarterback for Ohio State, and that literally is the only reason why I'm going with that. So. That is where I'm going. So those are the games for the big games. Obviously, there's more bowl games to be played. Those are the big games for the college football playoff this weekend. Make sure that you tune in and watch. I'm definitely tuning in. Going to be hard to tune in for the because the Ravens obviously
The
play the
Ravens are playing.
Steelers.
Yeah,
But I'm watching everything else up and in between. So
so here's my thing.
okay,
Why does the NFL keep doing this?
it irritates my soul. Irritates my soul.
Y'all
Let them fans
are
go
so
down.
messy.
Messy boots.
Messy. Now we
Messy.
got to be turning our head. The multi-view don't put. Hey, if you got the multi-view like we got the multi-view, we all need to write a letter to YouTube TV and we need to ask them if we could select the games that we want to put in the multi-view. I want to see the ones I want to see. I don't want you putting my combinations together. But like, come on, why y'all playing NFL games on College Bowl Saturday? Especially
Yeah.
when you know it's a 12-team playoff this year,
Yeah.
and they got to play the games now. Like, well, what y'all doing? They get on my
I hate
fucking
it.
nerves. But also, I'm not moving from my couch on Saturday.
Yes, it's true.
Do your
Unfortunately
shopping in
for
the
me,
morning. I'm
Fortunately for
done
me,
all
I
day.
have to move on Saturday because it's a Ravens home game. But
Oh yeah.
it is what it is. So
Hey, am I allowed to come to the tailgate?
yes, but not the game. But I'm not going to the game either. So there's that.
Are you gonna be at the tailgate the whole time? Look, we playing. We acting like y'all
No,
like okay.
I will not be at the tailgate the whole time. But I mean, yes, the whole time during the tailgate. But you mean after the tailgate's over when the game starts? No, but we'll talk about that later. Me and
Y'all
you.
heard her give me permission though.
She
Just
can come to the tailgate, but that stadium, she got to stay far away.
could you imagine if I came to that game and y'all lost? You
Uh-huh.
would you
I don't even want to think about child.
I
Let's not.
didn't want to take that risk.
I want to move along because I don't want my blood pressure going up. Just thinking about what would happen if you did that. That would just child, that's a lot. All right. Who are we throwing into the volcano this week, Charles?
Hey man, he's already been in the volcano before, but I'm throwing Stephen A. Smith in the volcano because he is an embarrassing.
What do he do now?
So something came out about January 6th, the insurrection, that just as a sidebar, I think that we need to keep calling it what it is, and we need to call it an attempt to overthrow the government, because that's what it was, even though these people probably get ready to get off and this dum-dum is getting reelected. It has been reelected. But it was the attempted coup on the government. So anyway, something came out that said that there were about 26 FBI informants that were at the Capitol that day. And so Stephen A. Smith hears that. And he goes on his podcast, and of course, he's smarter than everybody. He knows more than everybody. He goes on his podcast and he starts talking about how every day something new is coming out about the Democrats, and the Democrats did this and they doing this and blah, blah, blah. Because this fool don't know what an FBI informant is. He thinks that they meant FBI agents.
Mm-hmm.
An informant is not an agent.
Mm-hmm.
An informant is typically somebody who's in big, big trouble. And they are telling things in order to get out of big, big trouble. And if you are an FBI informant, you is bad to the bone. Like you, whatever. So that is, informants are used to gather information. You all know that. You know what the informant was. He went on his rant as if he was saying there were 26 FBI agents. But I still don't understand how that is tied to Democrats, because the FBI is a nonpartisan organization.
Correct.
The DOJ is nonpartisan until January 20th, but is nonpartisan. So what are you doing? But y'all know he BFFs with Hannity. And he liked going on Fox News. And I think that he is working himself into being like a Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan used to be a Bernie bro, and now he's, he bending over for Trump. So I think that Stephen A is trying to move himself. But my thing is, why you got to be stupid? Like, that's just stupid. So what happened is a former Republican representative, Adam Kinzinger, who is very anti-MAGA, whatever. anti-Trump, anti-MAGA. He went on CNN and he was like, Stephen A. Smith need to go on all of these networks and use his platform to say that he doesn't know what an informant is versus an agent. And he is spreading misinformation. And he is. And we have seen him do that with the job that he has talking about sports.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've seen him talk about Eddie Robinson should be ashamed that his father, blah, 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 and his father ain't that same Eddie Robinson. Like, we've seen him make all of these mistakes and go unchecked. And now this is what happens when somebody constantly goes unchecked and they think they're smarter than everybody. You can't tell them nothing. You know, you need to go on the volcano because you are embarrassing. That is, I was actually, and I'm usually not, that actually was embarrassing.
Yeah,
that actually was embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. Super fucking embarrassing. He's a clown though. So
he's a big clown.
There's that, and I'm actually baffled at how he gets so many passes. I'm baffled by how he's been allowed to just be a person of myth and disinformation, and we just let these things happen. It's just very weird to me. So just a clown. And yes, he belongs in the volcano. I am putting Doug Gottlieb in the volcano. He probably should be an honorary
person. They should hold hands.
Yeah, it probably should be. He's probably should be an honorary member like Aaron Rodgers. But this is actually kind of funny. So we talked about Sacramento State, and earlier I mentioned that Sacramento State it was trying to garner $50 million in NIL, and Adam Schefter actually was the person that said that. And what he said was Sacramento State plans to move up to FBS, building a new stadium, and has over $50 million in NIL. So Doug Gottlieb goes to Adam Schefter and quote tweets him and says, Jesus, Shefty, edit what the agents tell you. There's a 0 chance Sac State has $50 million in NIL. So Adam Schefter had motherfucking time.
Hey, come on.
Okay. So he mentioned that they have already reached their goal of raising $50 million in NIL funds to strengthen the school's case for an invitation to the Pac-12 or the Mountain West. My favorite thing, though, Adam Schefter had fucking time. I'm taking you out of the volcano for this one, Adam, because we put you in there a couple weeks ago. then he comes back and says, and Jesus, because you know that's how Doug started his. Jesus, Doug, a 7-game losing streak and last place in the Horizon League, less time on social media and more time in the gym. And then screenshot, because I don't know if y'all know this, but Doug Gottlieb is a fucking coach. He coaches. He's a fucking coach for, I can't remember who it's for, but it's got to be, it's a team that you have never probably heard of unless you went to this school. Posted the records.
Yeah,
posted a division record in which they at the bottom. So
you get a day pass from the volcano for that.
So here's my favorite thing, though, Chels. Here's my favorite thing too. So he's like 2-10 as a coach, or 2-11. Mind you, he was still doing his Fox Sports Radio gig or whatever. Well, he lost to a team that was worse than their team. I think last night or Monday night. So guess who wasn't at work today doing their radio show?
They said get in the playbook.
But here's the thing. Why the fuck do you think that you can do both things at the same fucking time?
He think it ain't because you're not invested.
How disrespectful are you?
You are not invested. You are not invested. Coach, I'll be back, y'all. Y'all keep on practicing. I got to go do this radio show.
Yep.
You think that you're that good. You think that you're that good that you don't have to give Lynn max preparation to either one of those things.
Yep.
And the coaching, you're not just coaching the game. You are building relationships with young people. You are mentoring. You have assistants. You are, like there are so much that goes into coaching outside of actual playbook running the game. Like he think he can do it. There ain't no big deal. And that's why you've won 2 games.
That's why you've won 2 games. Because you out here worrying about the wrong shit, like how you can keep money in your pocket by coaching and then coaching, and then you out here not doing what you supposed to do, which is maximizing your time with these kids because you want to do your radio, your radio. Sorry, your radio show.
Now you're embarrassed. Now you
Now,
out here embarrassed on Twitter by Adam Scheffner.
by Adam freaking Schefter.
Who
Who
don't
don't
ever come
bother
at
nobody,
nobody.
by
He
the
not
way.
come at nobody. He must got a Gen Z intern over there somewhere. That like, don't say a word. I got you.
Somebody said, I got time today. Don't worry. I got you, Adam. I got time
Mhm.
today. Here you
Yeah.
go. And went in on
Yeah.
his ass. And I love it. I love that for everybody involved, friend. There is that. All right. Any
Mm.
final thoughts?
Oh, final thoughts this week. Um, I well, by this time, I guess this is is this our last time before Christmas? I think this is our
Yes, it
last
is.
time before Christmas.
It is.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I had to look down at the calendar like, oh, Christmas is a week from today, friends. I'd be shocked every time Christmas comes, even though it's on the same day every year. I'd be
It is on
shocked.
the same day every
What?
year.
It's the day Christmas. So anyway, I think I'm ready for Christmas. I my family, we're gonna have our holiday party on Christmas Eve. I got the game set. Everybody's texting me want inside information on the games because these people act like children. They want, and I think that I am ready. I think I got all my gifts. And so I just hope all of you all are getting ready. If you have not ordered that gift, go pick it up. The people Amazon about to strike. Hey, go pick your shit up, run past the store and get your stuff. Don't try to order anything, but try to give yourself some grace this holiday season. It is not easy on everybody. Um, and let's just be nice to each other. Let's enjoy some good food and eggnog and coquito and some good football. And we will see you all after the holidays, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. My final thought is shout out to Jackson State for winning their championship. Um, you dealt with a lot of
Hey,
adversity the
they
last
did.
couple of years, and I love to see that you did not allow that to stop
Mhm.
what it is that y'all were doing down there.
Had all
And
them people murdered on campus.
who? What? There? What?
Remember they said all them people
Oh
got
yeah.
murdered on the campus.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, it's
right.
a terrible place to be.
Right, exactly. Well,
Mm-hmm.
apparently it's not a terrible place to
Mm-hmm.
be.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to them. Y'all endured, a couple of some things in the last couple of years. And it's just good to see, us having more conversations about HBCU, and hopefully, you have the Jackson State story, the redemption for them, and you have the Mike Vick story, of course. We didn't even bring up Travis Hunter and congratulating him on winning
Oh
the
shoot. The
Heisman.
Heisman, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
think
didn't
I
bring
think
Travis Hunter
it's
up.
not because it's not a big deal. It's just because it's a no-brainer.
Right. Well, there's been people arguing about Genty,
Yeah,
being snubbed.
but yeah, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I know that
Yeah,
you want to argue and want this one is a no-brainer.
yeah.
We're probably never going to see another Travis Hunter. So let's just enjoy
I
this.
mean, if you
He got
do,
his,
it's gonna be few and far between for sure.
yeah, I
The
mean,
last guy we seen win a Heisman that was like Travis Hunter was Charles Woodson at
well, when I
Michigan.
say I'm talking about playing both sides like that,
That's
and
what I
I
mean.
know,
Charles Woodson, yeah, Charles Woodson was the last one. He when he won his Heisman, he was playing both sides of the ball.
oh,
So you don't, yeah, you don't,
yeah,
he
and it's
just
not
chose
recommended. Like, let's not do
right,
that.
right,
Let's
exactly,
not do that. Let's
yeah.
not do that.
But Charles Woodson is the guy that played
He
football
plays
in
special
college.
teams, and
He
did
played
he just?
25 years ago. I mean, no, he played. He was wide receiver too. He played
Oh, my memory
him,
bad.
Champ Bailey. Those guys were definitely playing both sides, but no one was as good as Charles
It's
Woodson,
Charles Woodson, yeah.
and that's why he won the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Travis Hunter won his Heisman, and that's why Charles Woodson was drafted high when in a 2000 I think NFL draft, if
Mm.
my memory serves me right. And that's why Travis Hunter is going to be a top pick as well. So I'm happy for him. I think that he's
I was trying to get that
definitely
year right. I was like, 2000 sound like a long time
it.
ago.
I mean, well,
Damn.
it might be a
What
long
year
time
did
ago, friend.
what
I
year?
actually lied. He was drafted in 1998
Girl, shut up. Don't say another word. That part is over. We ain't talking about that.
NFL draft.
How old are we, Rita? Oh, no. Because you know what I was thinking? I said, well, what year did Peyton Manning come in? Hey,
Charles Woodson is older than you and me. He older than you and me, Charles
hey,
Woodson. So I
listen.
don't have who is
I don't
me.
like
He
I
older
don't
than
like the fact that we are even thinking about it. Now I know why I can't remember him. I don't want to have remembered you in college. I don't want to have remembered because that was
That's
a long fucking
hilarious.
time ago. And I already feel some kind of way because all your little fucking kids is playing in the league and and I already feel a way. And my God, 1998. I think Peyton Manning was 2001.
1998. No, Peyton Manning was 1998. That was the same draft. Him, Ryan Leaf, they all came out at the same time.
Oh, poor Ryan Leaf. That was a long time ago. Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes, I remember very now. For whatever reason, I knew Peyton Manning 1998, and I don't know if that's just because your brain remembers some things but doesn't remember everything. But I absolutely remember Peyton Manning coming out of that draft. I did not remember Charles Woodson coming out. I thought it was 2000,
I
but
thought it was I reversed it.
that's crazy.
Damn,
Yeah,
y'all old. Mm,
y'all old, not us
y'all
though.
old. Not me.
Not me though.
I only remember.
So
I don't
check.
remember any draft before 2010.
Yeah, that's the Cam Newton
Damn.
draft, I think. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's the Cam Newton draft. Yep.
that's the Cam Newton draft. Well, no, maybe Cam was 2011.
What year did he beat us in the Iron Bowl? Wasn't that 2010? That was in
Yes,
2010, so that means
was in
2011 draft.
2011. Yeah,
Yep.
so that was 2011 draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
my reference point.
Yeah. Sorry, friend. I didn't bring it up. You
Yeah,
did, by the way. Not me. It wasn't me.
that's my reference point.
That's our reference point, y'all. All
Mm-hmm.
right, guys. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holiday. Be festive. Be merry. Whether it is you spending time with your family at home, like Chels, and they're gonna have a great party, or you're like me that's going away because I'm gonna go see Beyonce, shorty. I'm gonna go see Beyonce. I'm telling everybody.
I hope we can see you on TV. I
I
hope
hope
that
you
you
can
will
too, girl,
be
because I'm gonna be in the crowd
on
like
TV. Oh my God.
that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be
Raise the
bushy
roof.
eyed, wide eyed and bushy tailed. Ain't that what they say?
Yeah. Well,
That's gonna be me.
I'm gonna just tell y'all this to piggyback off that Beyonce. Whatever y'all, if y'all haven't asked anybody anything for Christmas yet, go ahead and ask them for some money because this lady getting ready to knock us upside the head
The
again. You
second
best believe
the
it's
halftime
coming.
show is over, she posting dates. I already know, so just be prepared. Be prepared on Christmas
The
Day.
lady is
Y'all
going to
said to
hit you.
drop the dates. It's
The
coming.
lady getting ready to hit us across the head.
Yep.
And because you know we going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna yeehaw myself all up in that Cowboy Carter shit. I'm yee motherfucking haw. I can't wait. I can't wait. But just know, if you ain't asked for nothing, get your money. Get a Ticketmaster credit because the lady is coming for us that day.
Look it.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm wearing a big old cowboy hat, boy. I can't wait.
Can't wait. Thank y'all for listening. Merry Christmas. And we'll
Merry
talk to
Christmas,
you soon.
y'all.